Well. I had a day off yesterday. I finally got all my socks sorted. And my underwear too. So finally they're all sorted out now. And then of course I took a chance to try to catch up on some videos I was watching. And see, they called my office, called me. They said the hygienist that's supposed to work on your teeth didn't come in today. I said, okay. So we need to reschedule. So we rescheduled for May. And because I had, oh, thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate it. So anyway, the long story short is that the last appointment's in May. Also, the I did some more calculations on the solar panel real quick. It will save us $9 a month on average. Good morning, David S. Chris Bliss. Oh yes, let me make the screen bigger for me and you. So yes, it'll save us some money, and we'll be able to save $9 a month, which means in 5 years, the system will have basically paid for itself. Another thing. Day off was relaxing, enjoyable, and oh yes, I got my grocery shopping done too. So that was another reason to take the day off, was because originally I was, you would think, oh, well, gee, they just canceled, so just cancel Uber, cancel all this, boom, 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 and you could go ahead, go live. But everybody said I wasn't going live, so instead of basically resulting in a room that was empty, I decided to just keep my original plan and just reminded people that I'll be live tomorrow, which is today. So that's why I'm here today, because I said I'd be here today, as I originally said. So, yeah, for you saving $10 a month, so you figure that is $120 a year. And then you, based on Connecticut's rates of 32 cents per kilowatt hour. So that's not bad. That includes the generation, delivery charge, everything else. So that actually is not bad at all. What I do lose in the process is windows, sunlight, which kind of sucks. Honestly, I really would like to be able to keep my windows free to let the sunshine in. Well, maybe I can come up with a better solution for that. We'll work on it. After all, we have the technology. You have the technology. And with MPPT controller, we would still be able to generate current even with some light shading, which is still great. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I did deserve a day off. I put a lot of work in the show every day. So let me fix this cushion. That's another thing you need is a new cushion. Yeah, this old pillow is getting kind of flat. All right, so let's get the panel open. VAC. Is the panel link. And let's see what happens here with that. Oh, speaking of donuts, I did buy 2 boxes of Etman's Devil's Foods yesterday, along my order groceries. And I ordered 2 packs of 8 Dietz and Watson hot dogs. Because it was buy one get one free. And I priced out how much hot dogs had gone up to, and it went up originally a lot. The hot dogs, even Oscar Mayer in ballparks, it used to be hot dogs were like something like $4, like a couple of years ago for a pack of 8, and they're like $8 approximately per pack of 8. This is crazy. That's Sticker Shop major. Hot dogs doubled in price in less than 2 years. Liz, thank you very much. I appreciate you think I'm my dedication, Chris Plus. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Good morning, Hammer and Nails. How you doing today? So we get a email from some guy named Night Pulse, which I never heard of. And he says to me, "You got one of my songs, one of your videos without my authorization." I said, "He didn't give the name of the song. He didn't give him the name of the video." I said nicely, I said, "Could you please tell me the name of the song and the name in the video it's in?" Because, I mean, right now, he could be saying the same thing with every other copyright holder who basically has a song in my video that, which doesn't tell me anything. Yeah. Yeah, I used to eat in cold as a kid. I don't do it anymore. I mean, you're talking about hot dogs. Coffee? I mean, donuts? Yeah, cold, yeah. They're good, but they get the crumbs get everywhere. But yeah, donuts and coffee are definitely a thing. I was gonna buy some of the kosher Coke on Amazon. They wanted $20 for a 2-liter bottle. And then I went ahead and I looked for compared Amazon prices with Market 32 for Mexican Coke. Mexican Coke is not cheaper either one. But $20 for a bottle of soda for kosher soda? What do you think all Jews are, made out of money? Boy, I mean, that's ridiculous. That is a lot of money for soda. I mean, for a 2-liter bottle, that's like a liter for $10. It's like, so obviously I didn't buy the soda. I wasn't going to spend the money. No. Oh yeah, it's cold intimate tones. Yeah, absolutely. I suspect so too, Moose. It lacks proper letterhead, which isn't a big deal, but it definitely lacks the title of the song. It lacks the video it's in, which makes it sound really scammy. So, if the person comes back to me and lets me know it really is a song that's in the video, I'll be more likely what they would Noodles on Sunday or Saturday. I'll just strip the damn song out. And then if I'm going to strip out that one song, I'm going to strip out all of them because I'm going to lose the side chat anyway. Yeah, they work fine for that. But I wouldn't want to leave them in the car in the summertime. because obvious reasons. I don't know, frosting's gonna get all over the place. Most, I am obligated to respond to emails like that because even though it sounds sketchy, I have to. Because if I don't, if it was a legitimate one, then immediately I would be in violation of not responding to a copyright request. So I have to respond to emails. And I cannot just ignore them. I mean, there are some I can outright ignore, and there's some you can't. Almost, it's not exactly invalid. That's just the way business is. Sometimes you have to respond. It doesn't matter if you like it or not. Go to that donut shop bean noodles one too. David S. Order a couple dozen to take home and put away in the refrigerator. Or get one fresh for coffee. Enjoy a day trip on an Uber or Lyft. And you tell me straight out that you don't think that donut was fresh. The donut was as soft as a pillow. I mean, especially the glazed one was as soft as a cloud. I mean, it was like yummy. Yeah, YouTube would. But either way, you know, I mean, there are some songs that are copyrighted that we are using from Noodle Show, but they're not. Okay, hold on. Let me answer the dinger donger. Okay, one Tiger Kitty. Good morning. How you doing?
Morning.
Hi.
Hi.
So you got to see me message I sent you about this one copyright person. I pointed out. I think he was. I think he's questionable. I don't think he's real, but
no. What are you talking about?
Look in your email.
Email or messages?
Email.
Oh, I really don't check that. But okay, what happened? Somebody
claims to be someone called Pulse Audio, saying that I have one of their songs in one of my videos. They didn't give me the name of the song. They did not tell me the video. So I said nicely to them, I said, please give me the name of the song and the video and the timestamp. So
it's probably a troll.
Probably.
Good morning, everybody. David, Rocky, Hammer, Moosey, baby.
Yeah.
Everybody.
So I got the grocery order in.
I got to do that at some point this week.
Yeah.
Oh, so I heard you moaning about the old hot dog price. Yeah, food's becoming a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, that was I couldn't believe they were charging that much for hot dogs.
I know. With something like that, Michelle, you're better off when you do your big shop.
So I saw the Market 32 had a deal on the hot dogs at Dietz and Watson's for like buy one, get one for free. So the $8 gave me like 16 hot dogs, which I thought was a little more swallowable. You know.
Michelle, you don't have to respond to scam emails. She responds to every email she gets sent, even if it's a troll and it's 100% a troll. She will respond.
Well, like I told him, I said I need the name of the video and the song. So let's see how trolly it is, which I think it's trolly, but still, you know. I mean, the trip me and Noodles did on Saturday has a lot of copyrighted songs in it. But I looked to see if there was anyone called by that name of the artist, and I didn't see it. Anyone named Night Pulse. I didn't see any song by Night Pulse. I didn't see any song called Night Pulse.
Ugh. Don't waste time on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what'd you do yesterday? Anything?
Yesterday. I had loads of washing that I did yesterday. Washing. Ugh. There's always something to do, isn't there? Housework. I hate housework as well.
Oh yeah, I swept my floor a little bit in my bedroom because somehow I got a lot of road sand in my apartment from when Noodles came in with his boots. So
road sand.
I swept that.
Sandy boots. Why would he have sandy boots?
Probably because some of them stuck to his boots and into his treads. So, well, there is a audio format called Pulse Audio.
Hey, Chris.
It's used on Linux to remotely send audio to other devices. But there's no group called Pulse Audio or Night Pulse. That was a Night Pulse nightclub. Which was the one that there was a major shooting at, and I think a fire in Florida.
And talking of housework, it's National No Housework Day.
Oh, I just swept the floor around this desk, and I made sure there was no hair in my wheels on this chair.
So you shouldn't be doing shit today. No housework today for anybody.
I finally folded my underwears and my socks, so I got those done. Actually, housework doesn't have to be a major issue if you don't let your house get too dirty in the process.
You still got to go over everything, even if...
Yeah, you still go over things, I know, because humans still shed skin and hair.
Oh, and another thing that's happened is happened last year. A bird has gone down my fucking chimney, and I can't get it out because I have a cast iron wood stove, and there's a bird trapped down my chimney hole. There's no way to me to access it. So it's heartbreaking.
You need to get your chimney inspected and swept by a chimney sweep anyway, so he can
can't get it out. I last year it happened, and the people that built the house, I said, look, put something over it. They said it does have a bird thing over it. I don't know how they're getting it out. This is the second one.
So I must have got him before they had the bird screen put on it.
Put that vacuum cleaner down, Chris Bliss. Good morning, Krista.
Yeah, hi, Krista. How you doing? Hey, Krista, would you like to do me a favor? When we go to the Vintage Computer Fest East on the 19th, we're going to be leaving here early on later in Friday or early Saturday morning. Would you like to be here to watch the cats for the weekend? Does your temporary housing allow you to house sit a cat at their house?
Oh, you could maybe have your daughter
and I'll
over.
Give you an advantage. It'll give you a chance to come back to Winston for a little bit and hang out.
And have Sophie around because you're allowed kids at Michelle's.
Yeah, she could have Sophie here.
Maybe you could spend the night. Maybe Sophie could spend the night with you. And
yeah, it would be just Krista and Sophie and the cat. But I know the cat knows both of them, so I don't think that'd be so bad. Yeah.
Oh, and anybody here that uses gel nail polish, so Krista probably, or maybe Chris Bliss, stop, because there's some gel nail polishes that are absorbing through the nail bed and getting into people's bodies.
Yeah, it's not necessarily impossible to believe.
It's Russell Crowe's birthday today, and Jackie Chan.
I don't even know if Chris even heard my question.
She can't stay overnight. She answered, Michelle.
Oh, she can't?
You're not allowed out at night. Well, no, she hasn't got a car either, Michelle. How's she going to get there and back?
Well, she could take the bus on Friday, and then we could and then she could take the bus back on Monday.
Don't even take the fucking bus.
No, I don't. But I mean, if she really wanted, she could always call an Uber. But she doesn't have, or she could ask her mother to drop her off and pick her up too.
Gel nail polish, Canadian girl. The gel nail polishes.
How you doing, Canadian girl? Welcome to the show today. Welcome.
Yeah, good morning, Canadian girl. Good morning, Brain Dead.
Brain Dead, yeah.
So, what else is happening? I think it appears that Gigi may have left that show. Not 100% sure, but
she'll on my show on Sunday on the side chat.
Was she?
Yes. So she came by to visit my show on Sunday.
Oh, that was nice of her.
Yeah.
Oh, we got somebody. It's Moose.
Okay.
Good morning, man.
My Moose, how you doing?
So, Michelle, what I was talking about with the email, never in the history of YouTube has a music company saw someone's video, had their song in it, reached out via email to the YouTube owner and said, please take my song down. That's never happened.
Besides that, even if they did, wouldn't they at least tell you the name of the song and the video that it's in? This person...
Michelle, you're not listening to me. You're not listening to me. That will never, ever happen. A company will never do that. They have an algorithm that searches
it was
those
it was a songwriter. It wasn't a company. But either way.
Yeah, that should tell you that it's fake. So why would you respond to them? Because what's going to happen is they're going to end up sending you like, oh, here's the link to the song. You're going to click it, and it's going to be malware.
No. Yeah, that's a good point, Michelle.
That's called a phishing email. They're seeing if you're gullible enough to respond. And when you do, they're going to give you the bait. You're going to take the bait, and all of a sudden you have malware on your system.
And what's the bait? Because he didn't ask for any kind of money.
A link. You'll click a link that is dodgy.
Stop, like those people that call those spam calls.
Oh,
and when you answer it, it's a robot basically seeing if it's an active number that they can actually scam in the future. So when you respond or answer to those scam calls on the phone, they go, okay, that's a real person. It saves your number in there.
He didn't call me on the phone. He just sent me an email.
Oh, my God. It's an analogy, Michelle.
Okay, Michelle, here's the thing. You've now responded. They might send you something and say, here it is. Click here. This is exactly where on the video it happened.
Oh, yeah. Yes. If I see a click now, here, I'm going to do is I'll download the link and I'll just go through with a fine-tooth comb.
Oh my God, Tiger! It's like talking to a fucking infant.
Morning, Galaxy, Michelle.
You're not. You're. This is what Michelle. You're eventually going to get taken over by a virus on your computer, and you're going to wonder how it happened. And this is how it happened.
You mean malware? Because I don't open that. I don't open. I don't open.
You don't know what malware is?
All right,
Tiger,
so hello to okay, Galaxy Ice.
I've tried telling her this in the past because she even responds to trolls.
You know old people when they get on they first start getting on the computer and you're trying to help them and they're like, I'm trying to download the internet. You know, like this is the type of shit that's ridiculous.
Well, it's not our fault though. It's the internet is allowing this kind of stuff to perpetuate it through it. It's not our fault.
You have no idea even what I'm saying.
No, I get what you're saying, but you also need
it's dangerous for you to be
you need a caretaker
dating with any of this. I do. You know what? If I don't know who it is, I don't even open the email.
Michelle, I'm trying to tell you to stop responding to scam and spam emails. You don't have to worry about someone saying you have my song because that's not how it works. The algorithm will automatically it'll say, okay,
yes, I know.
There's a song. So why would you respond to one if you know?
Well, could someone see it from my perspective for a second? Michelle's also trying to be on good terms with the community itself. What about when Femiaz finally got back to me? Should I ignore Femiaz's message because they originally emailed?
No, I'm not talking about Femiaz. I'm talking about you responding to scam emails. It has nothing to do with anything.
I guess I should go look, see what it looks like.
Tiger, it's going to be blatant crap. It's going to be a phishing email.
It doesn't
There's
even
some print. There's some
Tiger,
prints
it doesn't
in
even
Africa
have a
right now,
link
Michelle,
on
that
it.
needs your help.
It does not have any kind of a video link. It doesn't have any kind of a HTML link. Nothing.
Yeah, because it's a phishing email,
it's
Michelle.
Pure
It's getting
ASCII.
you to respond. Michelle, there's a prince in Africa right now that needs your help financially. He's, like this is the.
Yeah, I don't know how you got time to even respond to fucking people like that. Yeah.
Anyway,
I just ignore.
It's pretty funny. Trying to help you, Michelle, and you're so frustrating. Oh my god, Noodles is a fucking saint. Is all I'm saying.
He is.
He is a saint.
Let's see if I get any new massages. No.
Well, yeah, let's click all the links, Michelle. Click them all. Just click them all. Fuck it.
There was no link.
You know what? No, I know, but you should respond back and say, "Hey, can you send me a link?" Let's just throw caution to the wind. Let's just go all in.
No, I didn't ask him to send me a link. I said I want the name of the song. I want the name.
No,
of the
but
video.
you should, Michelle. You should.
I don't have any malware links for him to click on. I don't do that kind of shit. You know what? If I did,
he got fired.
Oh, did she?
I don't know.
Oh, is that the script today?
Yeah.
That's like saying there's a new champion in the WWE.
People do leave quite often there, though.
You mean at LCU?
The Savage has been and left and been back again. And I think it's you've got to have real thick skin to be on a show like that. You have to everyone's in your fucking business.
Yeah,
completely in your fucking business.
You've been on YouTube long enough; they're always in your fucking business too.
Racist Gidgey is the best Gidgey.
And it's true. YouTube is like that. LCU, Girl World. My God. I never talked to anybody on Girl World other than Ezra. I haven't talked to anyone else yet. But, oh yeah, M80.
What is this Girl World thing? They're all overweight eaters. Is that what the Girl World thing is? They're all the fat people eaters.
So I wanted to call it Girl Cow. Or I wanted to call it Taurus Cow.
All those fatties, Tiger. They're all fatties.
Well, I don't think they are now.
Yes, they are.
Isn't that what it are they? Oh. I thought like the boy and everything had a lot of nutters in it, but fuck, it's
There you
everywhere.
go. There,
YouTube is plastered with crazy people, and I wasn't aware. I thought it was just us lot, you know, our community, but no, it goes deep.
it does. Did you guys watch any of the videos I put in general about traits of people with autism? There were some,
Yeah, I did. I watched about the cartoony, the one.
yeah, the
Yeah,
short
Michelle,
little
can you-
videos. And I also did some long ones. I downloaded some long ones too, which go into a little more detail.
Michelle, can you present me on screen? I want to, for the audience to see. I want to show them something.
Sure.
Mudbank. I thought it was Muckbank. Is it Muckbank or Mudbank? What is that?
This is my protection bot that I designed with an AI quadruple processing algorithm that's going to protect
Somebody
me
wants to come up. It's Noodles.
from red.
It's
Go ahead,
Noodles.
Noodles.
That was quick, Michelle.
This is my protection bot, Noodles, that I got designed with my AI system. If you try to infiltrate my premises, Noodles, it is automatically going to detect you. It is ruthless and it holds no mercy. Okay? I designed this.
Really?
Yes, I designed this myself with my calculator, construction paper, and safety scissors. But my mom won't let me play with regular scissors. So I got this one. But this one is designed to protect all perpetrators from infiltrating me right here. I designed it myself. Ruthless, just so you know.
So it's a crystal statue.
Is your mom mad at you?
No, it's a protection bot, Michelle. It's a protection bot. It has AI quantum processing incorporated into it, so it can actually detect infiltrators.
Okay.
I designed it myself. Yeah, I designed it in my bedroom. My mom is very angry with me. Yes. No.
So what are you up to, Noodles, anyway?
He's at work.
I'm going out for coffee.
Coffee.
I love the way Noodle says coffee. By
Yeah.
the way. Coffee.
Michelle says
I
that
love
the same as well. She says it coffee.
Okay.
I'm going out for coffee, Michelle.
Okay. They were all advised.
Protection bot level 5 activated. It's activated, Noodle, so you can't come here anymore. Sorry. It's now active.
So anyway, we
Michelle,
and
can I ask you a question,
calculated
Michelle?
out the cost of return on investment, and it comes out that we'll save $10 a month on the electric bill, and that means in 5 years it'll be paid for.
Okay, Michelle, can I ask you a question?
What?
Why is it that like you send me those videos? Like I get it, Michelle. I trust me, I get it. Why is it that people with Asperger's and autism like refuse to believe that we understand what you're dealing with? It's just that I think
Because
people with Asperger's.
we're not sure the neurotypicals really do understand. A lot of the stuff that we suffer from, they get the wrong impression, or they get the wrong message.
Well, Michelle, I mean, listen, I understand certain things bother you, and there's certain, but at the end of the day, Michelle, right? Friends joke around with each other, and when like we bring up pickle juice and like all that stuff, we know that you don't like it. You're supposed to. It's like people talking to me about black people, Michelle. You know I don't like them, Michelle. Whenever you bring up a black person, you know that.
Gross.
Yeah. Well, the thing is also the one video by
Let's go smoke
that
coffee,
one
please.
lady with autistic spectrum on dating, I thought was fascinating. I don't know if I sent it to you directly. she was explaining that the concerns we have during dating as well, that neurotypicals totally miss.
I'm gonna get a part of rolling a Gatorade too.
What? Are we called neurotypicals now?
Yeah, you guys have always been called neurotypicals.
I thought we were called normies. Or straights.
Typicals. That's she wants to call us typicals. Michelle, my point is that like I think
neuronormals, but the technical
okay,
name
well
is
maybe the neuroatypical people need to start being aware that the rest of the world just jokes around. You know, you can deal with your issues the way you want to deal with them, but Michelle, normally people just joke around. And I can't get any Gatorade doesn't matter. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I think thing is very interesting when those videos come up because I watch them and I'm like,
thanks.
Because I am on the spectrum and I'm like, yeah, I do think that some people, that's why some people think people on the spectrum are so funny, even though we're just trying to fit in, but because we're very quirky nature, they think we're all hamming it up for the camera, which is sometimes
Michelle, people love your attitude. People love you, Michelle. I'm telling you, whatever you're made of, Michelle, people love you. And the only reason why people are here is because you are the way you are.
Right.
And you're a very good person, Michelle. There are people out there with Asperger's that are assholes, like Justin.
That's true.
He's a douchebag.
Yeah, well, there are people like that, but then there are also ones that, don't quite know how to work in society. They have a hard time understanding the real world around them. I don't know which type of autistic spectrum that is because there's some subdivisions, but the point is that they do exist. And my channel has the ability to bring awareness to what's going on in the autistic spectrum disorder community. We have the ability to help bring awareness to their concerns. And there's nothing wrong with that. No.
It just kind of bums me out that, like, you think that I don't get it, Michelle. Like, you don't have to explain anything to me. I understand. And even if I didn't understand it, Michelle, it's not like I wouldn't be friends with you.
You probably have a little more understanding, Niels, because you've been working with me for so long. And the fact is that you also understand because you too have your own developmental disability as well.
Well, there's also people out there that pretend to be taking care of these autistic people, and they take them to dangerous environments of psychopaths, like that fucking Mimi. What a cut!
Speaking of psychopaths, did you hear that Gidgey, Michelle Gidgey quit Local, whatever?
Yeah, we were just talking about that.
Yeah, we were just talking about that. She came by on Lumi's show on Sunday.
I miss Gidgey.
Yes, I like the racist Gidgey the best, though. The racist Gidgey is the best Gidgey. Racist. Yeah, but can we get her to come back as a racist? That could be our shtick.
So I think if Gidgey quit or was fired, whichever one it is, she decides to visit her old haunts, which I thought was kind of interesting. After she had been gone for so long, the next thing she shows up in Lumi's channel, which was fine. We're polite about it. Because originally Keemstar told her she couldn't be on any of her old haunts. That's why we want her
free to go wherever she wants. What if she's free to go wherever she wants, Michelle, but she still chooses not to come here?
Well, that's if she chooses not to come here, that's her own personal choice. There's nothing we can do about that. But she did at least come over to Lummy's and at least came and said hello and chat. Yes, she did.
Yeah, Louie's cool though.
Well, I know.
Louie doesn't respond to spam emails.
No one actually really emails me. I get maybe one mail message, maybe a year.
Well, Louie's also hot though. Louie's like super sexy.
You know how heavy that wig is? It's literally hot under there. It is. It is really hot. Michelle thinks it's cute too. She gets jealous.
You could dye your hair brown.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be honest. Like, I watched that show, and now I'm gonna tell you what I really think of that show, because I didn't want her, losing any money. That show fucking sucked. Everybody on that show sucked, with the exception of this one guy that I won't mention because I don't know if he wants me mentioning him.
What show is this now?
It was so fucking bad. So fucking bad. And the only, it was Gidgey and this one guy, and I'm surprised they never did a show together.
Good morning, I'm 60. How you doing today? Why don't you come on up? I'm
Yeah, that show was like the Kimu version of Angry Grandpa.
It was so bad. It was so, I couldn't believe it. I can understand, hey, listen, if someone's paying me to do something like that, I'm down. But, they threw her. There was nothing for her to, she tried to do everything. I saw how hard she was trying.
Yeah.
She pulled it off. She did, but the rest of them fucking suck. Holy shit.
Hey, Miss Hussey. M60, what's up?
Oh, don't say that.
I am 60.
M-sexy.
Oh, it's Miss Hussey Gunner.
Same panel like this last time. VAC. VAC to come talk to me.
Badge ass cock.
Very awesome chat. Very awesome chat.
So we already said it was badge ass cock. You never let me name them. I'm naming this one badge ass cock.
Vaginal cock.
How about vaginas and clits? Oh, vaginas and clits.
Vaginas and clits. Michelle.
Blue clit.
That's the thing, David. Is the show is atrocious, but they make $30,000 US is insane.
Yeah, I don't understand it. I don't get it.
Because our society is full of retards.
Yeah.
Well,
and the retails with the walls that say, "Take my money, take my money." I want some of that money.
Generation. These are the same people that watch New Jersey Housewives.
There's a lot of unstable people that donate. I mean, we've seen it ourselves. People losing houses over donating.
Really?
Wait, what?
I haven't seen any videos
on
that.
Canada. The one
Tina. Tina did.
The one that used to have a Rottweiler and used to donate to Bergs.
Oh, yeah.
He remortgaged his house, and I think he's lost it now. Lost his dog.
Wait, okay.
Tina Rocker.
So let me see if I understand the basic gist of what you're saying, Tiger. Instead of paying his mortgage first, he donating money without first paying his mortgage. That's
crazy donations, Michelle. Crazy. 500, 500, 500. I think even hitting the limit.
Oh.
Not just on one channel. He probably...
Noodles, did you like Berg's guitar solo today?
His guitar? Oh, yeah. I want to post that, but he's been calling me lately complaining, so...
Yeah, I was even more.
So Sarah Gallo came back, guys. I want to bring it up. Sarah Gallo's back.
Actually, you're incorrect. Yes, Tina has donated here. Not much, but she has put a few donations in.
Yes, Tina has. Tina Rocker has, not Tina the local.
Right.
Noodle, so
Artina
what happened
Rocker
with
has
Sarah
donated
Gallo?
here. Yes.
Nah, that's not what. Forget about it.
Oh,
Oh.
no, so she's back. This explains why he hasn't messaged me in such a long time. Mark, Mr. T, don't message me in Discord and ask me if I'm married and things like that. And I'm not interested.
Mark, message me. Message me
Oh,
instead.
by the way, I did find that link that shows all the donations and membership renewals. It's under the tab called Earn, and it'll show you everybody that donated within a period of time. So let's say, for example, 28
Oh, you
days.
can't do. Can you do? How many years can you do?
I could probably go all the way back to I very started if I really wanted to. See the list all the way back from when I started. But let me at least show you what I can show you right now. Anyway, so let me set this up on the screen so you guys can see this.
Blue clit Victorious. Blue clit.
Let me get switch this screen a little.
Noodles, did he call you yesterday about
No,
you
I don't
talking
think
to
that's
her
a
on the
good
phone?
idea to do that. You might shock some
They
people.
all did. They all did.
Were they like mad at you or something?
So there's a lot of drama going on. I don't even know how much of it is true. So just so everyone knows that we're on the same page, I don't know if this is true, but Steve Billings posted about it. Sam got arrested. Sam the Owl Man.
Really?
Wow. What for?
And it like the worst charges you can get,
Like child stuff?
like sex crime charges.
Really? When was this?
A couple days ago, Steve Billings was talking about it.
Fucking hell. Oh my God.
Sam was in somebody's chat yesterday.
Yeah. Well, you know how he was gone for a while. I don't know if that's what happened, but
Well, we can look up his record. We haven't. He still has warrants out of those states.
that's the reason why he lives in a van. Do you realize that? Like that's so stupid. Like all he's
Why
got to
doesn't he
do
just take the charges, go sit in the clink for a few months, and then he can get on programs?
because he's worried about the dogs. Like I get it, but like he's I don't know, man. I think there's something else going on with him.
Isn't he steal dogs?
No, like I don't know. He's always got dogs, like new dogs.
Yeah, he's taking them. That's what I heard. He just takes them from, like he sees them in gardens and stuff.
So what
I
charges did Sam get? What were the charges exactly, Noodles?
I don't know. Like it was like Kimmy K came up and brought it up, and she's like, "I'm like, when did this happen?" She goes, "I don't know, but it wasn't that long ago. Steve was talking about it." She was talking about John Camillo's, and I'm like, "Are you serious?" She's like, "Yeah." She's like, "I don't know exactly what it was, but like they're sex crime charges."
Oh my God.
Damn,
He was close to Michelle.
Well, that explains it.
So
And he showered and pooped in Michelle's bathroom.
He shit in the top shelf of your toilet, Michelle. Have you checked that tank to make sure that turd's gone?
Michelle, imagine if he sex crimed you. Like if I wasn't there, Michelle, I wonder if he was sex crimed.
I don't know. I don't think so. But anyway, so here's the super chat, super stickers. Back to
Yeah,
what
but
you were-
Michelle, do you think you could have overpowered Sam or vice versa?
Ooh.
Like if Sam grabbed you by your long white hair.
But you know, I really wasn't attracted to him at all, so.
Yeah, but could you have fought him off, Michelle, is what Noodles is asking.
Michelle, if he hiked up your dress, Michelle, and tried going to town and grabbed you by your long, luscious white hair.
Right on that clip there.
Yeah. Like, would you be able to fight him off?
Well, I certainly couldn't do much with my left knee to kick him in the kiwis, that's for sure.
Would you want to fight him off, Michelle?
Yeah, I'd have to. Jesus.
Ugh. Michelle has standards.
I have standards.
Yeah. Is it breathing? Yes. Check.
Is it attractive? Does it?
Is it galaxy eyes? Yes.
Does it have a
Check.
brain?
Well, actually, she was saying how sexy M Sexy was yesterday or the day before.
Really?
Yeah, well put together.
Very well.
M60 is really well put together. There's nothing wrong with M60.
Oh no, I agree.
I want a body like M60's. Fuck Donald Trump. Donald Trump is a faggot. What's going on over there?
No, it's this crazy guy at the VA screaming.
Yeah? Go up there and be like, fuck those faggots. See what he says.
No, I'm serious. Sam would probably be best to just go to bed with a blow-up doll. I think that'd be about the only thing he'd probably get.
Oh my God, now I'm worried about the animals. If you're going to do that.
Noodle, send Sam the Justin blow-up doll.
Yeah.
I wonder what Sam would do to the Justin blow-up doll.
I don't think Noodles is going to get beat up, no.
Noodles is a big guy.
Very strong. He's very strong.
He's strong, but he's not big. His head is up to my boobs.
Michelle, you're 6'2".
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
Your head comes to her boobs.
She exaggerates everything.
I know.
Remember
and
when
you're
we
the
first?
one that makes fun of her.
Yeah, but you remember when she was saying like, "Oh my God, I'm only 5'7". I'm only 5'7". Noodle.
So I wonder, maybe that's where the one person made a mistake with the measuring the height.
No, the one person, Michelle, it was you. It was you not
that
listening
was
to
at
your
the
doctor.
doctor's office. They measured my height, Noodles. But then the doctor measured my height the next time. She said, "Oh, you're 5'9". I said, "Okay."
Yeah.
Sitting down.
Thanks for the follow, Baba Guppy.
Thank you for the follow, Baba Guppy, over on Kick.
Noodles, I finally feel normal today. Finally feel normal.
Your butt hurt?
No, like I had no energy. Like yesterday was my first workout since the stomach bug, and I made it 30 minutes in and I was dizzy. I was like, I gotta stop.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy's gonna get knocked out. He's like starting fights with everybody now.
Ooh.
Isn't there security there?
No, it's like so. Like outside, they hang out and they roll dice and shit. They sell crack.
I'd love to see M60 come up again because it was a really good conversation we had on Saturday. I'd like to see that again. Actually, it was Friday. Friday was great. M60, you want to do a repeat of like we did on Friday? Because that really brought in a lot of eyeballs.
Is that the one where you played that stupid video?
Michelle is not stupid. She knows M60 has his own following. Let's get him up on panel. Very clever, Michelle.
Yeah,
Michelle,
he does. I'm still trying to wait for him to give me a link to come on to a show where we could talk about technical stuff too.
Well, what about those fucking femyas?
He wants to do it here, Michelle, and he's waiting for you to give him a date. I was here when he said it. He said, let me know what date you want to do it. I'll do all the work, and we'll just do a tech stream, and I'll do all the research and everything. You just turn up, but give me a date. That's what he said.
Okay. How about tonight at 7 o'clock?
Well, it's not much time.
Okay. How about Thursday at 7 o'clock?
Are you free next Thursday at 7 o'clock. On Thursday at 7.
Also, I want to get Brutally Lauren on here too. I want to get her on here as well.
Michelle, you know who you should get? You should get M60, Femyaz, Brutally Lauren, Mark
and Mr.
Carey.
Beast. And Mr. Beast.
Yeah, Mr. Beast. Yep.
What I could do is I could send M60 a link to Battle Zone if he's not already in it. So he can talk to Brutally Lauren herself.
And Michelle, what I'd be willing to do to protect that stream is I would get my protection bot to guard it for you. That way, no trolls with hostile intent could be accepted. Would you appreciate that?
I guess so.
Yeah, that protection bot will take care of it, so you don't have to worry about security.
Plus, all the mods will also take care of it.
Oh, this one would get it before they even comment. As soon as they entered the stream, you wouldn't even see them. It automatically anticipates it. It's on a super duper.
If we do it on Thursday, M60 would have time to plan it out. It'll be a technical discussion. We'll probably talk about AI history, AI involvement, where it's going, as well as the extraterrestrial spacecraft. And yes, energy usage in the data centers.
Why don't you guys also talk about gay porn, Michelle? You were telling us about the gay porn that you've been watching.
I haven't been watching men on men porn. I've been watching women on women porn. But we can't show anything on YouTube with that.
Women can be gay too.
Maybe you can do a reaction. Like he could pick a man on man porn for you to watch, and you could pick like a woman on woman porn.
N60.
And you guys could critique it.
And then you guys could both react to it, Michelle.
Well, M60 can reach out to me on Discord because he knows how to
He's here, Michelle.
I know he's
right
here.
here.
I know he's here. I'm waiting for his answer. I haven't seen it yet. Okay.
What? Ask the question again. What?
So when are you inviting her up on panel?
Sometime. I haven't been streaming that much. I've just been streaming on Sundays because I've been working on other projects.
Oh, okay.
All right, Michelle, I think M60 said that he would want to set something up for you or up with you, Michelle. So why don't you try to get something going, Michelle?
Right, we can do a collaborative stream so we can stream together on our channel simultaneously.
For sure. You were saying something on Thursday at 7?
Yeah, is that a good time for you?
Yeah, on your channel, right?
Yeah, I'll be on my channel. You can also collab it on yours too, simultaneously.
Okay.
But make sure you send all your subscribers to her, M60.
That's what
I'm planning on it.
You have to.
And that's where streaming together works out,
otherwise?
and they can see what our channel's like.
Thursday 7 special show. Can't wait.
And they
What
all
about
have
her to
to
wow,
donate.
Michelle?
Yeah. So anyway, how you been doing M60 anyway?
I've been good. I've just been working a lot.
What do you think about that video I sent you on the so-called panic defense that is still being endorsed and encouraged in 30 states in the United States? Where crimes against the LGBTQ, if you use the panic defense, is usually resets and lesser charges for the perpetrator.
What?
What? Yeah, what?
I don't know what you said, Michelle, either. What's happened? You did
Did you
send me that one.
Did you happen to see my friend Stardust? She made a video about Laura Loomer.
No, I haven't said it. But did you send me a link to it?
Yeah, I did. I'll send it to you again. I like to call her Laura Groomer.
I don't know much about Laura. I don't even know who she is. The name's familiar to me, though.
She's just this crazy right-wing woman that was freaking out about Indians.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like natives?
No, like Indians.
India from
Indians.
India. East Asia.
That's so weak. I wish people would freak out on like Native Americans. I tried pushing that for the longest time and no one cared.
What are you talking about? People do freak out on Native Americans.
When? I want like a full push. Like everyone's talking about how terrible natives are.
Yeah, we
Yep.
already did that. It didn't end very well.
No, I mean like do another one
My
on
God.
social media.
Why?
I think it's time that like we expose the truth about Native Americans.
What
Like why is
truth?
everyone so?
If we knew
Yeah.
the real sad truth about what the Department of the Interior does to Native Americans, it'd make you cry. They treated like
I
crap.
want to know what
She's
the
right
truth
about
is.
that.
What is the truth about Native Americans?
Is that they're fucking listen, the only reason why they got land it was because of a peace treaty. That's the only reason why. Right? Do you know why there was a peace treaty? Do you know why we had to make a peace treaty? It wasn't because we were killing them. It was because they wouldn't stop killing us. They're nasty, nasty people. All right. Most of them are molesting children across the country. They have the highest rates of molesting children. I don't know why they say it's
That
white
is,
men.
but that's not true.
It's true.
I'm gonna look it
You
up.
say
let me
everyone
ask
has
you a
the
valid
highest
question.
rates of
Isn't that
everything.
true? Yes or no? True or false? Isn't it true that the Department of Interior made the reservations primarily so the white man can get the Indians' land so they can expand on it, while giving them a
Michelle, it
token
was a
price?
peace treaty, Michelle, because they couldn't stop
Yes.
scalping and eating people
Yes.
and enslaving people, Michelle.
There's no evidence they were eating each other.
Yes, there is. There's plenty of evidence.
We do have an evidence that the Indians certainly did fight up against the western expansion of the United States. That's why the Department of Interior was created. And you know what the problem was? The Indians ended up getting nothing out of the deal. We got all their land. They shoved them on tiny, infertile, and useless reservation
Oh
territory.
my God, he's right. Look, I just looked it up. Native
Thank you.
Americans and Alaska people have
Thank
the highest
you.
rate of sexual assaults and violence.
Thank you. They're nasty
People don't
people. I don't know why. I don't know why
Yeah.
everyone thinks they're fucking dancing with wolves and shit.
I have a friend
They
that
are
was
the
part of the
Dancing with wolves.
Blackfoot, and she wasn't that bad. Look, the truth is, Noodles, is we did a terrible job with them during our westward expansion.
Listen, Michelle. I'm not. Listen, I get it, but I'm going to play the game. If we're going to have to own racism, then they're going to have to own something else. Black people are also going to have to own shit. Hispanic people are going to have to own shit. Let's hold their feet to the fire. These scumbags.
You don't
by
have
the
to
way,
own racism if you don't participate in
who,
it.
by the way, spread the addiction of nicotine throughout the world and also syphilis.
Oh, please.
Speaking of Mimi,
Well, that's the truth.
I haven't heard from Mimi in my text messages for some time.
That's because she's busy running Nail Gun Honey's channel, Michelle. Come on.
So it is her.
Come on.
Oh.
So Mimi, are we talking about the same Mimi? Though, make sure we're talking about the one that helped.
Yeah, you only know one, Michelle.
Which other? Yeah, what other one are you talking about, Michelle?
How many Mimis have you got?
The one that actually vindicated me on Cumberland Farms.
Yes. The one I've only ever spoke about highly, and she's made videos about me then. I'm fucking horrible.
No, I think she's got a partner in crime, but we're listen. All this is gonna come
Some
out.
of that is definitely.
All this is gonna come out. Trust me.
Yeah.
They weren't planning on this AI bullshit. None of these trolls were, and it's gotten to the point. If you spend an hour talking to AI will lead you down
I
this
had a
rabbit
friend
hole.
that was also Iroquois, and you know what? I think it's very interesting when you think about it.
Michelle, they were the last humans in the United States to own slaves. They wouldn't give them up, Michelle. They fought for the Confederacy.
They couldn't afford to keep them anymore because when they were living on the reservation,
go look it up.
It was too expensive for them to keep the slaves because the reservation didn't give them enough money to make it worth it. Period.
They were the last Confederate regiment to give up their arms and also their slaves.
You know, Noodles, it isn't that long ago in history, American history, that you would not have been considered white, you filthy Italian.
Yeah,
this is my point. This is my point. Everything that you have was given to you. just like freedom, just like all this stuff. If you didn't have it before, now you
Rights
do.
are not given
Why
to
is it?
people.
Yes, they were. They were granted
No,
to you.
they aren't. They are
Yes.
granted to you by
Yes.
the higher
and
power.
it's a social construct, right? It's a social construct. So when someone
No,
says
it's not a social construct.
Oh,
Your ability,
yes, it is.
your ability to speak is not a social construct.
Men wrote that on a piece of paper, and they all agreed on it, and they said, "We're going to defend this." That's a social construct.
Oh my god!
Just like the Declaration of Independence. All it was a "fuck you" letter. That's all it was.
Yeah, very formal letter. Unfortunately enough, every day since that time, the federal government has been stripping away the states' powers every day since. Because Thomas Jefferson wanted those one central government, whereas the other people didn't want a centralized government. Because that's what you can hear about this in the Jefferson's documents. The guy thinking against Madison, they didn't really. Nobody else really wanted to have a centralized republic like Jefferson did.
Michelle, if we're doing a tech show on Thursday, I'm saying it now. No AI.
Oh, you mean I'm not going to be showing AI on it, but we are going to be talking about what?
No, we're not talking about AI. AI doesn't exist for a day.
He wants to get back to
Oh,
old
remember
school.
one thing though. AI is the one that's consuming more power than even the steel power plant. I mean, steel factory. Do you realize how many gigawatts?
I agree.
So we need
I'm going to save
talk
energy
about
by not
how,
giving it any attention.
I don't know if we're going to see. The thing is, a lot of people don't really think about that. AI is using over, and it's one AI data center is using over 1 gigawatt of power. Do you realize how many houses that gives lights to? 20,000 to 50,000 homes.
Michelle, let me ask you a question. If the Native Americans were here first, right? Why didn't they have any maps, like of the country?
They
like,
did,
but
they kept everything pretty much in
billions
there.
of years.
Did they even know where the
maps?
fuck they were, Michelle? Did these fucking natives even know where the fuck they were?
They know where they are. They know where the hunting grounds were. They know where the burial grounds were.
Michelle, they followed game trails, Michelle.
They followed the sky, didn't they?
Could you make a map, Galileo?
They certainly did at least know how to follow the game, like the buffalo in the Midwest. They were doing that.
Stars. I think they used the sky.
They were using the stars too for circumnavigation. Absolutely.
Okay, Michelle, I want you to go look up Native American maps. Find one, Michelle. Find one.
Oh my God. Please don't search for that. That's probably not something to type into Google.
Yeah, because the maps also used the term for something kind of sexual something.
Yeah, we don't have to repeat it.
So I'd have to say Native American geographical maps.
Just ask Google. How come there were no such things as Native American maps?
How do you know there isn't, though? Noodles.
Michelle, they didn't have maps. They followed game trails that the animals made.
Well, that's still
Lewis and Clark even said they used to draw shit in the dirt. That's what Michelle. These people didn't know where the fuck they were.
Type of map,
they had no idea.
And if they had trails, then they had some.
They didn't create them.
They didn't create them. Paper.
They didn't create them. They didn't even have paper.
Right, they didn't have paper, so they
didn't
have
anything.
They didn't have paper, but that's just it. Noodles. The point was, they also
Michelle, they had no idea where the fuck they were. Michelle, they had no clue. These people were useless, pointless animals.
They certainly did know where they were. Especially the Iroquois. The Iroquois definitely
they thought
did
they were
know
on the
where
back
they were.
of a turtle, Michelle. They thought they were on the back of a fucking turtle. And we're supposed to be like, oh, praising these people. Give me a break.
See, you got people that
No,
say the
no
Earth is a
education,
dinner
nothing
plate.
like that.
Are you telling me that they're any less crazy?
They didn't know arithmetic, Michelle.
How long did white people think the Earth was flat?
Wrong. They knew the
It
arithmetic
doesn't matter.
calculations.
People didn't have the wheel either. But when the white man came there, everyone had the wheel.
You didn't
Even
have
those frisky
well,
Africans
black
had the wheel.
long.
Michelle, they didn't even have domesticated animals.
No, you gotta remember one thing. Maybe as far as I know, the only things that they did not have was an axle. But they certainly knew about rolling things to get things moved from point A to point B. You look at an Iroquois settlement, those longhouses are very sophisticated, given what they were made out of. And they were building them in the same places over and over again. They had whole communities. The same was true with many of the other indigenous tribes.
Now, horses were rapidly adopted by the natives following Spanish
Absolutely true. Yes, they were.
Reintroduction. They didn't have horses.
Oh, wow.
Right, we didn't have any horses in the United States before the Spanish introduced them to the
They were
US.
worthless. They didn't know where the hell they were. Yeah,
I mean, they survived for a long time, so I don't know how that's necessarily worthless.
Yeah. You know how they survived?
Let me ask you a question, Noodles. If
By
we didn't
raping and
have
pillaging.
GPS anymore, if for
God.
some reason the GPS satellites went out of order, whatever reason, would we be any better off than they are? No. Why? Because most people on Earth can't read a map anymore. That skill is pretty much gone. Unless you're an older person like me,
Michelle.
a Generation X.
Michelle,
we
in
gotta
a
read
few
maps.
hours, that's what we're about to do to Iran. All right, Michelle, we're going to do that to Iran very, very soon.
What does Iran got
Very,
to do
very
about it?
soon.
For some reason, our GPS system ever went kaboom because of a solar flare or something. The point is, if there was no GPS, Noodles, a lot of people would be seriously SOL because they don't know.
Oh, I think David S. might be an Indian.
He is. He said he
He's
was.
not happy. He said only the dumb white people needed maps. They're always getting lost in the woods.
Right.
That's
And
not
they
even
had their
true.
own written language.
That's not even
Settlements,
true.
farms, long before the white man showed up.
That's not
Mhm.
even true.
You think the pyramids just got there by themselves?
You want to know what happened to all those like people that were like that came here, the first settlers that disappeared? They were eaten by natives.
And don't forget, a lot, especially in the southwestern tribes, they were in contact with the Mexicans, including the Aztecs. Okay? They were also in contact with each other between Mexico and the
Michelle,
Southwest.
Perfect example. You know what those pyramids were for?
Yes, I know what the pyramids were for. They were for
What?
religious ceremonies.
Human sacrifice, Michelle. Human sacrifice.
As I said,
and over
religious
200,000
ceremonies,
people,
especially among the
over
Aztecs.
200,000 people were slaughtered a year on those temples, Michelle.
Yeah,
Men,
I
women,
know.
and children.
Oh my God.
Yes, I know.
I didn't know that.
I mean, Noodles, do you want to talk about the slave trade or not?
Yeah, we can talk about that. What do you
No,
want
I
to know
mean,
about
this is what I'm saying, is you come up here and you whine about, oh, people are talking about racism. They're talking about racism. What, that happened 100 years ago, 200 years ago, whatever.
Why
and
don't
now
we
you want
also
to bring
talk
this
about
shit out that's older.
while we're at it,
Oh my
Noodles,
God.
let's put the
Oh my
foot
God.
let's put the shoe on the other foot. What about the damage that the Anglos have done?
What are you talking about?
Our race, the damage the white Caucasians have done. We did a number on a lot of people. Cortez
That's not
came
even
in.
true, Michelle.
He exploited
That's
the
not even
Aztecs.
true.
He took the gold. He killed thousands. Oh yeah, how did he kill
That's not
thousands? A
even
couple
true.
ways. He
Justify the
invariably gave them
crusade.
an illness they had no treatment
Oh,
for.
you want me to justify the Crusades? Okay. You know why we had the Crusades? You know why?
Because
Why?
we wanted to
Because
try
the
to get
Muslims
something
invaded
from
all the way up
Israel.
into
We wanted to
Poland
free
and
Israel
took over everything up to
from
Poland and
from
captured
from
all
Islam.
You mean
captured all
like
the
we did to the
churches.
Native Americans?
No. Captured all the churches and abducted all the nuns and all this stuff and brought them back to Turkey and all this stuff and turned them into sex slaves. So we fought them back and we beat them back all the way to fucking
My own
Istanbul.
ancestors, the
And your
Vikings,
issue is
did
that
a
the
lot
Native
of
So
harm
Americans
to
fought
what's the
Western
back.
Europe.
problem? What's the
Your
problem?
issue is
Why
that
is that?
fought
Why is
back.
that so bad? Okay, so the Native Americans tried doing that. We did a peace treaty, and now they live on reservations and they eat shit. I don't know.
Let's be honest. The Nordic people, which are part of my ancestors, did a hatchet job in Western Europe, and I'm not going to deny it.
It's not even true, Michelle.
Oh, it's true. Trust me. We ransacked Western Europe. We came in with our ships. We robbed you blind. There's no lie about that. But that slowly
Could you go up
changed.
against an army of Michelles?
Yes,
Yeah,
the
so there's-
Nordic,
honest.
the
I read this.
Scandinavians, the Vikings were everywhere. We travel up and down the western coast of France, Europe. We also did the same thing with Nova Scotia. We were there, and they were just basically plundering, raiding, and making love to women all over the place.
So Caesar wrote something about these people, and
He called us
He described
savages,
them.
which, you know what? I'll be
Yeah.
honest, we were kind of savage-like. There was no doubt
no,
about
he
it.
said you guys were running through the woods naked and like wearing animal pelts, and like he said that they tried doing business with these people, and he called them Germani. They were the Germanic tribes. Germani means loud and obnoxious. Michelle,
Yeah,
you're a loud and obnoxious person.
because a lot of the non-civilized, as Caesar would call them, definitely were loud and obnoxious. But at least I'm not going to say that my people did the right thing. I mean, we eventually did become part of the mainstream Europe.
Michelle, your people did nothing, Michelle, so stop.
I go with that thing.
I just
Yeah.
feel like you think about this too much, Noodles.
Yeah, they were
Just saying, everyone's got to start owning it, you know? Why not?
not every year. They actually just they won the.
I like to focus on individual actions,
Yeah, I know. I get it. But that's not how
not
it
this
works, right?
group think that you're into.
Right,
It
right.
is no, it is exactly how it works. It's exactly
No, it's
how
not.
it works. I don't.
No. When I get judged on the color of my skin, people are told that they're inherently racist or evil because of the color of their skin.
But I don't judge all drag queens. I judge your friend, Noodles. Okay, like I wait for people to show me who they are.
Yeah, I know. So I'm saying if we're gonna play this game with people, then everyone's gotta own their stuff, you know. We're gonna blame everyone 2026 for the sins of their fathers.
Yeah.
I don't fucking like Italians.
I mean, look, Noodles, the sad truth is everybody's history has got something in it that is not something to be proud of. Okay? Of course, we, if we're smart, understand our past history and what happened, and we can overcome our faults. For example, here's something that's good to consider because the fact that the Nordic Viking people were actually traveling up and down the west coast of, Europe and going up and down the east coast of America. They got a chance to learn about different areas, and they left pieces of the legacy in those different areas in the form of artifacts.
Yeah, the Vikings didn't need to do all that colonization bullshit.
No, it's okay. Thank you.
Because why they did that was because they were looking for the perfect place to grow food and to establish society. Let's be honest.
Michelle,
Northern
my
Europe
point
isn't
is,
exactly the most warmest place in the world, and it's not the coldest, but it's certainly. So when Leif Erikson, Eric the Red, went ahead and established Greenland, at the time, Greenland was more green than it is now. If they were to rename it today, they probably would call it Whiteland. It's not green anymore.
What about Iceland? Because it's like
I think they would
ice.
probably call it Fireland because it's almost all volcanism. Thank you very much for the follow. Much appreciated. So, like, it's always easy. So what I'm trying to say is it's easy to say that someone else's culture was bad, but when you have to look at your own back history of your own, you kind of realize that we didn't exactly do a lot of good stuff either.
Well, Michelle,
I'm Portuguese and we didn't do anything wrong.
Well, my point is that we tell people in 2026 that you are guilty of something that you never did. Like
Portuguese were
being
very
American,
well known for being the ones that were traveling as sailors on the ocean. So you guys...
Yeah, no, we discovered half the planet. You
did.
Yeah.
Notice the arrangement between, which
No
still
thanks.
exists between South America.
Why didn't anyone else do that?
Between Portugal and Spain.
Why didn't anyone else map out the planet? Why didn't the Indians map out the planet?
Why didn't the Italians? Why didn't anybody?
Well,
why did the Portuguese have to do it?
We did our part in
with
Marco Polo.
Yes, he is. He's a fellow Portuguese.
And not only that, we scaled every mountain and all this other crap, and then we went to the moon, in outer space. So how come the natives didn't do that? All those tribes, and none of them did that? Why? How come there's never been a Native American president? How come there's no Native American like grocery stores or or restaurants?
Well, I can tell you why we haven't had a president.
Why?
As far as grocery stores and restaurants, we haven't had a president because Native Americans were oppressed for quite a while before they would have actually been eligible to run for president.
Absolutely true.
What are you talking about?
I understand that, but we didn't get a black president overnight.
My point is that you have people that could do something. We haven't had an Italian president, but we've had a black president.
We haven't had a woman president either.
Well, no one wants one.
Well, they would accept a woman president, but they don't want someone like Kamala Harris that's trying to get appointed into presidency. That's what we don't want. The Americans would be more than willing to support a woman president if she stands under her own 2 feet and does what she's got to do, not being appointed by the DNC. That was what happened with Kamala Harris. She didn't even have a proper primary. She was basically appointed after they felt that Biden was unsuitable to be a presidential candidate.
Michelle, were you a Bernie bro?
I'm a Bernie supporter. Oh, he's got a couple smart things. Yeah, I'm Bernie, also a Jill Stein supporter, so bite me.
Oh, okay.
And a Trump supporter. In part. They're part of all
Michelle, you fucking communist. I swear to God.
I'm also a Republican, but I'm a moderate. I look at things as some of the suggestions of each one has got things I believe in, some to their platform I don't believe in. And I try to find a balance when I listen to all the stuff that's being talked about and all the finger pointing going on. It's like, what if Jill Stein was right? What if Bernie Sanders is right? What if Donald Trump was right on certain areas? So I try to look at things and say, how can we find balance? That's what I believe in, looking for balance. I already told you over and over again how I feel that Trump's trade tariffs was a mistake. Why? Because they had no American businesses yet already in here making equal products. So everything had to be imported, which meant that you couldn't even choose to buy American because there was no American-made products to choose from.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. It's again not something that changes overnight, but also like, you do like if that's really what he wants, he's going to have to force it one way or another, and putting in the tariffs would be a quick way to, shake people up, but I don't know. I don't agree with the tariffs at all because, I don't think we need it. We could just stop spending so much money on fat fucks like noodles.
And you want to talk about the other thing is now he wants to basically totally level Iran. Okay, I see why. He doesn't want them to have access to nuclear weapons. So he said he still wants to blow up all the power plants, including the few nuclear power plants they have outside of Tehran. Yeah, that's going to really go well. Think of Chernobyl man-made. You're going to send nuclear fallout to Saudi Arabia. Yeah, that's going to really go good. That's going to go really well. Or actually, the nuclear fallout will probably go over to Asia, such as China, Japan, Korea, Vietnam, Laos. Oh my God.
It's Laos, Michelle.
Laos.
Let me ask you a serious question, Michelle. Why is it that like people like Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk, they own these businesses that are like global conglomerates, and they're so big, the government doesn't want them to fail, and in fact, they're very much involved with the federal government
because they know that
why?
they're propping up our GDP. That's why.
No. Okay. All right. My question to you is, if they know what's going on and they know the price of everything has gone up, how come they haven't increased the pay to any of their employees? So the average employee that worked for Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos is making like $20 an hour.
I don't know. I don't know what to say about that, but what do you think,
Well,
M60?
I mean, they can easily just increase the the pay, and everyone would be fine.
The problem is
hire
that
more
if you
people.
raise the value of the pay,
Well,
then you're also
60
devaluating the dollar
60%.
too.
60% of all college graduates cannot find jobs. 60.
Yeah, that's
Right.
absolutely true.
That's why I'm saying they could increase the pay or they could hire more people.
They don't do it, but they bitch and moan. Just like, it's really weird. It's really, really strange. And put it this way: Jeff Bezos has a facility in Bergen County, New Jersey, where I live. If you're a single person, you need $60,000 a year to own a house, pay taxes,
yes, I've heard
and to
about
just live.
that, Hammer. I saw that.
$60,000 a year. If you want to save money, you have to have over 100,000. They know this. They pay their employees $19 an hour. How does that make sense?
Well, let me say one thing, which I think also makes sense. You talk about the college students. Back in the 1980s, we made a bad decision. We told our kids, go ahead, go get a college degree, get a white collar job working in a factory or in a company in an office, right? Nobody was sending the kids to trade schools to learn a trade that will always be needed: plumbers,
These are so
electricians, steel workers, pipe fitters. We were sending them to school to become paper pushers, right? Now AI is taking the jobs of the paper pushers. And Musk knows this. Bezos knows this. I know this, right? Even Mike Rowe is saying is you need to send kids to trade school because they need trades.
You're not understanding what I'm saying, though, Michelle. If a global conglomerate knows how the world works and how much the increases of everything are with monetarily,
Yeah.
Who are they employing for $19 an hour that live in Bergen County, New Jersey? Who?
I don't know. But what do you think,
I know who they're
M60?
hiring.
Who's right on this here? That the company, like these companies, are trying to keep the wages low because they need to keep their bottom line where it's profitable to
Yes.
be in business?
Yes. Yes.
Is that wrong? Considering that is true
Well,
capitalism?
let me ask you a question, Michelle. If these guys were so passionate about the American experience and the American people, don't you think one of them could take like a $1 billion pay cut?
Sure, they could. But for them, it's not just an American experience, okay? Because that's not the way they work. It's capitalism. It's true capitalism. They're not going to take a pay cut if they don't have
Michelle,
to.
they don't care. None of these people care. Elon Musk doesn't care. Jeff Bezos doesn't care. Stop worshiping these people.
I don't worship these people. I just acknowledge they exist. But they have invested a lot of money into different industries. For example, Bezos has invested in his AI. Elon Musk has invested in AI. Also is working with the Department of Government Efficiency. Also runs the Boring Company. Neuralink. He's created quite a few industries under his belt. But they are not anything other than pure capitalistic organizations. Profit margins are big talk to them. That's their faith system. The more money, the better. Right? And the thing is that Americans and other people in the world must like their products because we sure buy a lot of them. Don't I? Yeah. Don't I do a lot of Amazon orders? Yes. Then why? Because it's easier for me, for one thing. But the fact is, capitalism is not necessarily bad. But a capitalist, if he wants to remain in good faith with everybody, needs to consider the long-term actions of their, how it affects the world around them. Yes,
Michelle,
David, that's
capitalism
true,
is the
especially
only way.
paper pushing. Yeah. So now that brings back to something Andrew Yang talked about many years ago. Basic income. Are we getting to the point where Americans in general are just going to receive a monthly check just to sit on their ass? It might have no choice, but that's also going to destroy the real estate market. BlackRock, Blackstone, they're not going to like that. No one's going to be able to afford a house if they're making just a universal basic income.
The moment that they push that is the moment that you'll never be able to leave your town. You'll need permission to go places. That's how communism works, or socialism.
Yes, I know that, Noodles, but also don't forget, a lot of people can't even afford to move out of town now because the price of housing is so expensive that you're lucky if you even got a place to live in your town. The only one that really benefits at all, this is why this Grants Pass thing was such a major slap in the face, was the homeless. I hate to say it, when you want to talk about mobileness, the homeless are just like the nomads. They were traveling from place to place. Once Grants Pass Constitution was upheld, that made it possible for the cities to criminalize homelessness. That was because they didn't like the fact that these people were mobile and were able to go places. Well, Gaming Fairy, how you doing today?
There's that. I just don't think people wanted them in their towns. I don't blame them.
Yeah, it's cold here today, too. I was supposed to get snow flurries, but obviously that didn't happen. Thank God.
Bloody cold here. I just put the heating on.
It's supposed to be 30-something tomorrow here.
Yes, tomorrow will be. Today was
today.
tomorrow or today was supposed to be about 41 or 6 degrees Celsius. Tomorrow is going to be a little bit similar. But by next week, it's going to be up to about 25 degrees Celsius for 2 days. So you'll be like a hamburger patty in a saucepan simmering over a nice medium flame.
All right, Michelle, I got to get back to work. I'll talk to you later.
All right.
Bye.
Talk to you
All
later.
right, bye,
then.
guys.
But you know what the truth is the government already does that. Think about this. You think that you would think that if they truly were against the housing market, you would think they would shut down Blackstone, all these equity companies. They haven't done that because they have super PACs and they're basically putting money into Congress's pocket, and they create legislation specifically to protect themselves and their investments. Their investment is, we own the housing, you rent from us. We buy all the starter homes, you rent from us. You will not buy your own home. They work with the Fed. You will increase interest rates so that people don't buy homes. We'll raise the rents up high enough that so Americans can't even consider getting out of their debt. It's a trap. It's a circle trap. It's a circular argument. It's a circle jerk of the worst kind. That's the reality of what's going on. Think about this.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you, Michelle, that that's happening, and I'm not exactly sure what the solution is, but I will say that a lot of those things usually have to do with how we end up dealing with this, because the biggest problem, in my opinion, has been inflation making everything just too unaffordable. You know, I mean, housing prices don't.
The housing prices are calculated by algorithms. They actually use calculations.
That's what I was about to say. They're not really made by algorithms, though. Like, it's just our cost of living has gone up so much over the past 100 years.
Oh, well, that definitely has gone up. But no, they actually are using computer programs to determine prices. See how much the maximum they can get per rental is.
Meanwhile, people aren't getting raises, and so it is like what's ended up happening is it's made it where that's a possibility. So yeah, that somebody else can just buy up all the houses and make you rent.
Yeah, I see it again. There's this top heavy thing. Like I said, with BlackRock and other housing organizations that buy these properties.
Michelle wants to buy a house. She's been dying to buy a house, but obviously.
But at this point, Tiger, it is the chances of it happening is slim to none.
At your age, probably.
As I said, slim to none. Even for people.
I think it could still happen. You just have to believe.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with hoping and wishing and dreaming.
You just have to be optimistic about it, Michelle, and that's where I feel like you've had a lot of trouble being optimistic here lately.
Well, I think a lot of that has to do with personal trauma from my childhood, too. But
well, that's fair.
But I think you could upgrade your living situation.
Well,
she needs to get out of that apartment.
The problem is, as long as you're living on Social Security, disability entitlement, SSDI, you're not going to really upgrade your living situation unless you're not afraid to basically branch out, which is what I'm trying to do with this channel. At least in SSDI, you can do that. But if you're
Michelle's where I'm at in life. I need millionaire status if you expect me to do anything different these days.
If you had enough money to basically to live above the law, as the congressional critters do, they can do things that I can't do, you can't do, Tiger can't do. Okay? And that's why every single congressman that says, oh, we must live by the law, really the sad truth is they write the laws because they're above the law, because they wrote the law. And that's something to think about. They don't even know what it's like to be in the lower percentiles. Majority of them have never lived hand to mouth. They have no clue. They've always been, maybe they might be the sons and daughters of prior politicians. But they themselves actually are continuing on with the legacy that their parents set down before them.
I mean, those people don't live the lives we live, and that's my biggest issue is that with most Congress people not having term limits, they become career congressmen. You know, they become career politicians, whereas politicians used to be people who went in for a few years and then went back to their jobs or whatever.
Right, and they're also getting to be old. It's all old people. Most of the congressmen, senators are old. They're not young people. And so the young people don't even want to run for Congress, even if they could get the funding, because it's too damned expensive.
So what's the cure for this, Michele? What's the answer?
I don't know. I can't tell you. I wish I had an answer I could give you right off the top of my head, but I really don't know. But I can tell you one thing about the housing. There are things that we could do in this country. And some of the bills have been proposed, do it. But yeah, they're probably not going to pass. But one of them is to keep keep big corporate people like BlackRock, Blackstone, and other real estate corporate landlords out of the housing sector. So that people could at least get a chance to get a house. Though that will help, but you know the bill as it is probably won't pass because the well-to-do are what I'm going to say is I don't want some unwashed masses living next to me. So what are you going to do? Because guess who's going to be funding their super PAC? These are the guys the corporate landlords do. So the average John and Jane don't even have a super PAC. If they did, and we throw enough money at it, Congress would listen to us, or at least partially listen to us. But they won't, because we don't put enough towards their campaigns.
So everyone, if you wasn't here before, Michelle's having a special night show with M Sexy on Thursday at 7:00.
It'll be simulcasted on 2 channels. So
just on your channel.
Just on yours, because that'll bring
do it on mine. But then please do share the link out to your audience so they know.
I will. And we're talking about nerd shit, okay?
We'll talk about nerd stuff. We'll be using the same link we're on right now, VAC.
Native American shit or any of that, okay?
It's your guys.
Yeah, I'm definitely not going to be talking a lot about Native American.
Yeah,
we are certainly going to be covering technology. And even though you say you don't want to really talk about AI, we have to talk about AI at least a little bit when you talk about energy consumption in this country. Because right now, the National Electric Reliability Council several times has already sent an level 3 issue report pointing out that AI data centers are using about all the extra energy surplus in this country. That and electric cars. If we really have a hot summer like they say with El Nino, especially the Western Interconnect is going to seriously be SOL because right now the Hoover Dam is offline because Lake Mead is just about bone dry. That means that there's no hydroelectric power coming in from the Colorado River providing electricity for the Southwest United States.
later, brain dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta get going. I'm gonna take the puppy out. So
So,
everyone have a fantastic day.
Bye, Tiger.
See you later.
do you want it to be in portrait or do you want it to be in landscape? I normally would prefer doing it in landscape because I think more people will listen to it. Or would portrait be better?
Oh, I mean, I prefer landscape, honestly.
Yeah, I do too.
But it's up to you. It's your channel, so it's up to you on that.
I would prefer landscape too. I can still use Restream.io to do it, or if we just do it on just YouTube, we just do it just a YouTube streaming.
When you do landscape, you've got like room to stretch your arms, you know?
Yeah. And trust me, I am
It's
a
just more
wide person,
comfortable.
so I kind of need a little room to stretch. It's kind of a joke.
That's what. No, I mean you're right though. I feel so constricted when I do one of those portrait streams.
Oh,
it just
I
feels
know.
awkward. Like it's just my face. Like it's weird.
Yeah. Of course, if you decide to shrink your screen to fit into an anamorphic thing, and then someone uses an anamorphic technology to re-expand the screen afterwards, like they did with Cinescope, that would be kind of how you would do it, right? You take a standard film frame in 4x3, 35 millimeter. You use a Cinescope lens when recording the film, and then the projector and the playback, you use another matching anamorphic lens to stretch it back out. That's kind of what you would have to do if you want to make a person look normal. Again, if you're going to be trying to stream it in the skinny format
to make a person look normal in portrait. Yeah, I that's what I'm thinking. Is I feel like there needs to be a way, you know.
So what I would do is
more normal.
I would take the output of my camera and squish it at a ratio 2:1, and that way, when you watch it, you're gonna look like a skinny mini. But then again, if someone actually plays it and they want to stretch the screen, they would at least look normal again.
Chris Bliss just is putting breaking news in the chat right now. I just read the president's statement on Iran. He's gone totally off the rails.
Yeah, he wants to totally basically pulverize it.
Should we read it?
Yeah, we can read it. Does he have an article here so I can read through it?
Let's see if I can find one.
Yeah, he wants to totally pulverize Iran right now. Ukraine is offering assistance to help Saudi Arabia cream Iran as well, with the technology that they used against Russia. I don't disagree with that. In fact, even Trump even got mad at Iran. This was posted in Fox News. He quoted said, "Open the effing Strait of Hormuz, you idiots." I left my ass off. President of the United States tells Iran to open the effing Strait of Hormuz. What a title for a news article. The whole civilization will die tonight. Oh yes, definitely. He said he was going to definitely pound them into dust. But isn't that funny? Because Iran wanted to do the same thing to Israel, right? If you go back to Israel and Iran, that's exactly what Iran wanted to do to Israel. In fact, in their faith system, they see Israel as Satan, and they will pulverize Israel. Well, what if they misread their own document? What if it turns out that Israel will pulverize Iran?
Okay, I finally found a video for you here, Michelle. Okay, play this on the screen. This will explain. It's a Truth Social post.
Okay. All right, I can play the sound. Let me go ahead and pull up in the article here.
No, it's just a YouTube video that just explains it.
Okay. Well, I'm trying to get that screen open here.
That's why I'm saying, see if we can watch it.
President Donald Trump issued a bleak warning ahead of his Tuesday night deadline for Iran to reach a peace deal with the United States, saying, quote, a whole civilization will die unless Iranian leadership yields. Trump has threatened the, quote, complete demolition of Iran's infrastructure, including power plants and bridges, if an agreement is not reached. However, Trump left the door open to a deal, saying, quote, maybe something revolutionarily wonderful can happen in negotiation with Iran's new leadership.
We have to have a deal that's acceptable to me. And part of that deal is going to be we want traffic of oil and everything else.
The Strait of Hormuz has become a key point of leverage for Iran as its blockade on oil tankers has sent the price of energy worldwide skyrocket. Iran previously rejected a proposal drafted by mediators from Egypt, Pakistan, and Turkey that called for a 45-day ceasefire and reopening of the strait. Iran reportedly will only accept a deal that
I had to turn on so you could hear it, but the problem is that you get the echo effect.
That's right.
Okay, so yeah, I saw the actual.
Apparently, a whole civilization will die tonight.
He really wants to plow them over. He wants to turn Iran into dust.
Well, that's not very fair.
No, it's not fair. He's gonna blow up all the power plants, including the few nuclear power plants, to do it. Can you say premeditated Chernobyl? That's scary. But you're talking about turning the...
Wait, did you not play it on the screen?
No, we're putting the set back on the screen. There you go.
No, I mean on their screen, on the streams. On
I didn't. I just played the soundtrack, so we didn't have to worry about copyright. But they heard.
Oh, yeah, it's just news. This is important shit that needs to be shared.
Yeah, well,
Fuck copyright.
Well, you guys can click on the link too. It's right there if you want to see the picture. It shows exactly. If I put it on the screen, then you won't be able to see it again. But I can play
a whole civilization will die tonight.
That's right.
Never to be brought back again.
It even said that in the piece.
I don't want that to happen, but it probably will.
I don't want it to happen either.
Now that we have complete and total regime change, where different, smarter, and less radicalized minds prevail, maybe something revolutionarily wonderful can happen. Who knows? We will find out tonight.
You know what is scary though? Iran has been saying that about Israel for hundreds of years
and complex history of the world. 47 years of extortion, corruption, and death will finally end. God bless the great people of Iran. Well, okay, I don't know why you ended it like that.
But you know what? Here's the sad truth. The new government of Iran is really the same government with just lipstick on their faces, so to speak. That's the same damn government that already exists. It really is not a regime change.
Isn't that the same government we put in the 60s?
Yeah, pretty much. Same radical government. It's the same with just different names. The same viewpoint, same doctrine. And the same government that has said that Israel will be a glowing cinder, and that Khomeini had said that over and over again, that they were going to basically turn Israel into a memory.
Well, are you glad you voted for this man now, Michelle?
I think he threw a lot of people for a surprise after this. That and the trade thing. I did not support the trade thing. I never did. That's the original reason when he came up with this. I said, "Are you crazy?"
He said he ran on tariffs. He campaigned on tariffs. Why doesn't anybody take this man seriously?
Because they thought he was just an entertainer. That's why. Let me tell you reality. I don't think tariffs are going to work. I said that back when he was elected, after he originally proposed it in his campaign. I said, this is not going to work. I do not see how it's going to work. We have no industry. We have no American companies making American products for people to buy. Everything has to come from overseas. We're going to basically have no choice but to pay the tariffs out of our nostrils because we don't have any American-made products that are made here to buy as an alternative. That's where protectionism does not work. You cannot put the tariffs before you have industry. You have to put industry in before you can put down tariffs. Yeah. So what do you do? That's the question. What are you going to do? Are we doing any better than what Iran wanted to do in Israel?
Android phones are the smartphones most...
Oops, sorry.
Okay. Android phones are the most popularly known
I found this article about Android flaws let hackers unlock phones in under a minute.
Oh, yeah. Depending on which Android operating system you're using, your phone is a sitting target.
Android is fucked, Michelle. I don't know if you know about that.
And now that they're removing the option to sideload, yeah.
They are fucking ruining the whole thing. I wish Linux phones were farther along. I need to get my hands on a Linux phone. I've got to be honest.
Why don't you see if you can sideload, take one of your extra phones, put Linux on it?
I've checked, and I think every phone I have, like I can't find one that like will actually run like post-market OS. And I've looked into them all, and it's just like the whole Android like custom OS thing is a lot messier than people.
Oh, you want to talk about messy? Try to sideload stuff on Apple sometime.
Yeah, no, I was about, do you have an iPhone? Is that what you use?
I have an iPhone. Yeah, I have an iPhone 15. Yeah, I have an iPhone 8.
I had the T-Mobile G1, the first Android phone. I'm just so disappointed how things have turned out over the years.
I had a G1 too. Somebody gave me. I had one that also ran Froyo, frozen yogurt, which was a tablet.
Yeah.
I mean, they sounded good at first, and then Android originally was kind of crap. Honestly. Samsung G1.
Yeah, look, even back then it was good for what it was doing, but it was always like 5 years behind. By the time they finally caught up, and now that they finally caught up, really, they're gonna lock it all down and like completely go against what they had started out in the first place. So I don't know.
I mean, yeah, the idea that you can't sideload apps is like a major slap in the kiwis for Android users.
Well, and it's not just that. You have to give them all of your identity and everything just to put an app on the Play Store.
Oh, I know. system from the beginning.
Switch to a Linux phone. That's all I've got left because I'm frustrated with it because like I've been looking for a good like phone that I don't hate for a while, and I was gonna get something with Android that had like a keyboard, and now I can't really do that because
you stanky ass witch.
Oh, excuse me. I'm so sorry.
As far as what they're talking about with Trump, real quick, he's a Gemini, and if you guys know anything about Geminis, they can be kind of dysfunctional. That's all I'll say.
For sure.
You know. So yeah, as far as the phones go, back to that. I really do. I'm kind of getting sick and tired of smartphones. Honestly, I really do. I'm starting to get really tired of dealing with them because sometimes they've gotten to be so much more complicated than they really need to be.
Yeah. I agree with you. I'm bored with them at least. Like it's.
I'm getting bored with them for sure. Here's what I mean. Let's talk about the most basic reason I'm getting tired of it. Number one, you're sleeping. All of a sudden, you get an alert, and it's telling you that it's time to do a software update. So you do the software update, okay? And what are you really replacing the software with? Oh, better software, which sometimes turns out to be more broken than the original software that was already in your phone.
Mm-hmm.
I'd hate to imagine what a Windows phone for 2026 would be like. But that would be
that was the problem for a while. Was like they would do those updates, and then they'd break something, and then for them to push a fix was going to take another like month or two before they released a fix that you could actually load onto your phone because they had to test and everything. I'm telling you, I that's why I'm into these Linux phones, is just because it's like you have a full desktop on the phone, and so you can just hook the phone up to like a monitor and get like a full screen.
I would rather have as a phone like a Linux phone that has the full source code, so I could actually make the phone the way I want it. Have it your way at Burger Phone or Phone King.
If the manufacturers would open up their hardware licenses so that people could actually write Linux for them.
Yeah, technically, it's open source, right? So theoretically,
the hardware drivers are not. That's the problem.
Oh yeah, the hardware drivers.
The hardware drivers on all the phones are locked down by a lot, and it's what's made Android such a pain in the ass over the years.
Well, iOS is the same way, so I'll just tell you that.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's definitely more limited on iOS. It's just, it's that promise of being able to do something and then finding out that it's a lot more limited than you think it is. Like, you can't just load any OS on any Android phone. It's so much more complicated than that.
I know.
And it doesn't need to be.
Right now, you can't load any iOS into an iOS phone either because, like, it's even more locked down than even Android is. But here's the difference. We already knew that. When we bought our phone, we already know Apple controlled everything. No problem. But we bought it anyway because Apple made sure that everything was, optimized. Apple controls the hardware, so they can control the software. They can control what the hardware does because they know what it's capable of doing.
Yeah.
Unlike having an Android phone, which can be a million versions of the same damn operating system on 15,000 style phones.
Look, I get it. I could actually, set up little Raspberry Pis on the speaker and just, put a speaker in each room as opposed to, actually hardwiring the shit into the walls.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You could do that as long as you're using multicasting. But if you're
Yeah.
unicasting, it ain't gonna work because
Just because I feel like I'd hate to put that money into the house itself and it not be. I don't know. I guess it could be a good selling point, but it's not going to actually increase the value of the house any.
Yeah. But if it's a house you're planning to keep for yourself, I think most people don't really think about the resale.
No, yeah, I want to sell it at some point.
Well, I mean, if you need a bigger house or you need a new change of pace, yeah, I get that. Tell me one smartphone that isn't a money pit. Have you ever seen a smartphone that is not a money pit? Between the data plans and the phones themselves, I don't care if they're Android, iOS, they are both money pits.
But shall I quit the big carriers? I pay like maybe $10 a month for my cell phone service.
Yeah, you can get Ting. You can go for the cheap ones.
No,
Yeah.
so I put my phone number onto like a VoIP service so that like I can like call and text from my computer, from my phone, wherever.
Yeah.
So I just use that, and then I don't really leave the house that much, like you.
Right.
So I found a way to like buy eSIMs that I could just load onto the phone for data, and so I can buy like
home internet. I'm really using T-Mobile most of the time anyway. So I mean, I have a cell phone plan. If it wasn't for the fact that the plan I had gave me 4 phone numbers for $120, which isn't bad. I actually, my last phone bill was $221. That was also with the home internet in the bill. That wasn't bad since I paid off the EIP.
Well, I moved all my phone numbers over to that service, so I just pay like $15 a month for 5 phone numbers, and it's like all right there. I can text from all of them from the same app. I like it, but I like how cheap it is, and I can pay for it with crypto and shit.
I like things to be cheap, but I like things to work. And for my show, we need consistency, because people expect nothing less than good quality internet for the show. They've had to survive watching my show go down the shitter for years before you finally basically threw in the towel and upgraded about 2 years ago to what we got now. If you may remember those years, they were bad. We had to be stuck at 640 by 360. We couldn't even do panels barely, where they would not work. Then we would get some DDoS going on, distributed denial of service against me, and then we're powder. And of course, Frontier still doesn't have home internet yet. That's fiber. And I know they're being purchased by Verizon, but seriously? That's another thing. Changing names, changing games. It's like Frontier still has not gotten fiber to my residence yet. We still don't have higher fiber to the presence. FTTP. We don't have it yet. Or even fiber to the curb, FTTC. We still don't got that either. Despite the fact about 2 years ago, they were running fiber optic cables on the poles in the first place.
They've been building out fiber a lot, actually, where I live, and it's fairly rural, so I'm sure it's coming, but yeah.
So when I called up Frontier and I asked them out, they said, "Oh, you're never gonna have fiber and win compromise," and that's actually $50 a month, and there's no license, there's no contract. I just pay $50 a month, and boom, it works. But I still have Frontier as a backup.
Now you just got to focus on the content. That's all.
Yeah. So now what it is the cool thing is that my router, which is now illegal, if I was to buy it brand new, I couldn't buy it anymore legally in the United States because of the new router being a legal thing. What the hell is that about? Oh wait,
Yeah, I heard about that. Thanks for reminding me. I'll have to find an article
link
about
because
that.
I think it's a D-Link router, and it's not considered legal anymore.
TP-Link.
But because I already own it, they can't stop me from using it. It's a nice router. It does 3 input WAN connection, so I can have T-Mobile on one, Frontier on one, and then maybe a third ISP, maybe the cable modem on the third, and then it would have 2 accessible regular IP.
Yeah, no, I actually was considering making like actually building out like a custom router because it's not too crazy to do these days if you use like PF subs.
Linux would be fine for that, especially if you got a Raspberry Pi 3. Hey, just go ahead and get a couple USB 3.1, 3.2 Gen 2 dongles, plug them in, and into a matching switch, and then you could basically set them up all with the appropriate firewalling software. That's legal. You can do that. It's the hardware ones that are the questionable ones.
Well, Michelle, I have to go, but thank you for having me. I appreciate it, and we will do something on Thursday.
Friday,
okay?
if we want, why don't we try to come up with some topics ahead of time? So just DM me, and I definitely want to cover about the data centers, only because the power usage is ridiculous.
You said Friday.
I said Thursday. All right, I meant Thursday, not Friday. Friday would be an option too. We could do Friday. We could do Thursday.
We're doing Thursday at 7 p.m. Okay, that's when we're doing the stream here on your channel.
I'll be on the same panel right now. VAC, which we'll be talking on.
Perfect.
And that way, other people can come up if they want. They already have the link. And we're going to cover some stuff, technology stuff. So it is going to be a science and technology stream. So I might as well get back to the stuff that we normally do. But we'll keep fine. So it happens. Oh no, we're still streaming fine. We're still sending out well, it's kind of all over the place right now. Just came back 4,096, so with some buffering. I don't know why that was going on. But right now it just came back. Remember, it's a shared internet connection, guys. It's over the cell towers. So please understand that Michelle does have T-Mobile Frontier as a backup. So theoretically, if it ever goes back on the Frontier, it's going to basically be even pokier. That says probably from people on YouTube about Trump. The wind is blowing. Well, the political wind is definitely blowing right now. We're not getting any drop frame rate, but it's okay. Now it's gone green again. That's good. We were yellow for a while. Well, the show's almost over, anyways. Yeah. As long as we're not getting drop packets, that's good. That means when you watch the stream in its entirety, it's gonna be there, and it's not gonna have the drops. Because I know that Nicole from who covers the entitlement programs was having the same thing with her problem with her internet too in Washington State. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. So Restream has been very busy too. That's another thing. You got a lot of people right now that are trying to destroy American infrastructure, internet connections. You got Iranian hackers in there, Chinese hackers in there, Russian hackers in there. Then they're all doing the same thing, trying to find ways to knock us flat on our ass. There's not much you can do. You try to do the best you can. Right now, I'm not seeing any drop frames, which is great. But the stream rates are kind of all over the place. Yeah. So, what I'm going to do is I want to first of all thank everybody for being here today. China. And so, yes, foreign nationals are definitely involved with a lot of infrastructure damage. As far as the aliens from outer space, extraterrestrials, I don't have any proof on that. That they might be existing too. There might definitely, you had those fireballs in space. Fireballs from God? Yeah. I mean, were they from God or were they from somebody else? Who knows? We don't know. We have no clue. But with the case with T-Mobile, you have to remember one thing. It is an internet connection on a cell tower somewhere in Winston, not too far away from me, but still, everybody in town has gone to T-Mobile because Frontier basically hasn't given them fiber. People need to be regular, right? They need their digital Metamucil. They need to be regular, so they need fiber to be regular, but Frontier isn't giving it. So Frontier acts some ways kind of like government cheese instead. Clogs you up. But it tastes good, though. Yeah, if all you're doing is just downloading simple files from FTP, that is. Nobody's attacking me. Well, she can just... AI can do... I mean, Lyra can do that. I do Grok. Grok has that. I do Grok the same way when they make songs. As, hey, you can put some, vocals in the songs too. Just specify where you want them. I don't think Mimi's attacking me. No, I don't think she's attacking me. As for am I going to be live tonight? Probably not. Are we playing Turtle Well this week? Well, probably not with Fairy. I mean, Salty Shankar and I could play Turtle Well this week. He hasn't given me back to me and let me know what day or time to play Turtle Wow. So I don't know when Salty Shankar wants to play Turtle Wow. Yeah, there was a lot of debris, yeah. I mean, when you look at it this way, look at all the stuff that we put, all the old burnt out satellites we put into space. Or what about all the satellites that Elon Musk uses for Starlink? When you realize there's 64,000 low Earth orbit satellites in the Starlink mesh, how in the bloody hell do you actually fly through that? I'm not being attacked. Can be just as messed up. you know what? I contest one thing. What? If I contest if it's Restream or T-Mobile, because Restream has been problems before. Let's see. Let me run a speed test on the T-Mobile side of things. So it's Frontier. No, it's definitely just because overall we see this a lot with Down Detector. That Restream keeps going down once in a while. Yes, we do. But we do have all the debris tracked. But how come we haven't sent on anyone like a garbage man to pick up the crap and recycle any of it? I mean, why can't we recycle it? Why can't we find some way of making a space garbage truck? Like, I don't know why we don't do throw this stuff out there and then maybe send the equivalent of a local. So we have less of an excuse now than we've ever had before. We have even less of an excuse now. Say, oh, well, we're not going to bother collecting, recycling. We have less of an excuse. All right, smart country. There should not even be an argument. We're a smart country. We know how fast it's going. We know the velocity. We know we can match it. We know we can pick it up. But why aren't we doing it? Because it costs money. Fuck the money. No, think about it. We spend all this money launching more hardware into space. It sits there like a goddamn landfill. And then, when he actually says, well, we're starting to do this with Earth landfills, and I say, gee, wait a second. All the stuff that we throw in on our landfills, what if we actually decided to clean up the landfill, pick up all the broken TVs, radios, appliances, and basically melt them down and recycle them? We now do that. Why aren't we doing that with space? We could have done this with space. Now we have no excuse. We already got rockets that can go out there and collect the stuff. Yeah, I know. I know with the internet connection, guys. Don't worry about it. It's Restream that's having problems. It's not YouTube. It's not T-Mobile. It's Restream. Restream's having the problems. Yeah, we're going to wrap it up anyway. But for now, when you watch the show later, you will not see a lag because the stream data rates is not dropping frames. It's not dropping frames. So at least Restream is catching up. And it's not T-Mobile doing it either. Well, anyway, we got some things to go to anyway. Yeah. So you want to do the blessings? Absolutely. Let's get the blessings in. It is that time of day. May all you guys have a happy and safe day. Stay out of trouble. It's a little chilly outside. Please dress warmly. And we love you. We care about you. We want you safe. Amen. And don't forget, we're here for you. We care about you. We want to see you live long and prosper. We want to see you be successful in your life, in your journeys. Just ask you, please, return the favor and pray for our own well-being as well. Amen. Amen. The service is ended. Time to go. Peace, kind, love, and don't forget to party on. Like and share and subscribe. And let's get this show to the next level of this very possible. Like and share, everybody, because that helps us grow. Until then, Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Never stop believing in yourself. Yes, and have a good time doing it. I love both of you so much. I love how far you have come on YouTube.
In the summer's embrace, she finds her way, twisting and turning. She won't let things sway. With love for the music and fire in her soul, she dances through life, her heart in control.